Why, hello there, fellow scientists and inventors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to 2 Point Museum, Episode 10, heading to the Bungle Wasteland. Oh, did I ever uncurse my... No. Corduroy never got uncursed. I guess I'll uncurse him too. What was that curse doing? I didn't even check.
Point radio.
He's turned into a frog? I didn't notice that he was a frog person this whole time? That's hilarious. Yeah, you are definitely a frog person.
Segment now. Agony Answers, where I dedicate a small portion of my expense.
Well, there goes whatever money I had, but...
your problems for you. Here's one from Joni Fergelman. And
helping with that
in lieu of
frog
a
face.
Question, Joni has attached the user manual to some kind of chest freezer. Nice try, Joni.
All right, I haven't been doing a good job of doing the famous spirits. I've been trying to do it safely. Ryland is almost high enough level to be able to manage it, so we're pretty close to being able to run it without risk of death.
Blacklisted. You blew it.
Good luck to our team departing on an expedition.
So let's go on an expedition where we just sell the stuff we get. So this is unaffordable. It's at 6,000. Okay, so that's the
Announcement.
the money we need first.
What a bad guest.
Who's in there? Oh, Likiwa still. Come on, monthly profit. I'm like low-key tempted to just sell something.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but they're not prepared for this.
All right, there we go. Now we have enough money. So let's make some money runs. Okay. Let's do the diffuser. So, can I min-max this diffuser in a way where we isolate it to prevent its stench? I've always been sort of curious about that. I know for the stink plant you can. I mean, it says it's invalid. Will I still get paid? Well, we'll see. Oh, and we already have a dilemma. All right, so choice. Left, right, and center. A ghost is bothering the team, trying to pinch the exhibit. We can scare it away, try to reason with it, or ask the ghost for help. Ask the ghost for help. Exhibit quality's gone up, but it takes one more day. Sounds good to me.
You have to make a donation, but you don't. It just feels that way.
Another gentlefolk of great quality. The gentlefolk that I have is pristine, right? No, they are average? No, that's the plebeian. Are you the gentlefolk? I can't even click on them for some reason. Yes, you're epic. Okay, so... Sorry, lady, I'm selling you. Sounds really weird to say out loud, but I guess that's kind of what I'm doing. Alright, monthly profit looking better, looking better. Waylon, are you leveled up yet? And if not, how close? You are 10 experience away. Okay. So after this run, he will be able to... go out to the famous person run without the risk of death, which is going to be pretty important. And then Lukiwa, the security guard, can counter all the other events so that I can run that without, you know, any risk, which is phenomenal.
Expedition complete.
There he goes. He leveled up.
So, what's in the box?
So double survival skills. Feels weird, dude, but, you know, that's what's needed. And in the box, we've got another Ghost Guster. And we already have a good one, so I could just sell this, recouping some of the cost of the run. So we recoup 5/6 of what it cost. I don't think that this thing has made money. Has it been a month? Yeah, I mean, it's May 1st. So maybe June 1st I'll check if this has made money. But I think because it's invalid, my guess is it needs a door to it. I wonder if I can get away with a staff door. Oh, maybe I can. No, it's still... I don't... Maybe it's okay. It had an error thing over it. Alright, let's see if that makes money this month. That, can't reach. Oh, okay, it's still complaining about that. Fine. I don't care if people have to get a little stinky. I need the money. So, there you go.
Not to make this about them.
They're still donating. Apparently people really like stinky stuff. You know what? In that case, let's fancy up this room a bit. Let's have it be like look like a storage room. Where we keep our junk. Keeping the junk with the smelly stuff. Yeah, there's not a lot of room. What can I put in here? Wall decorations. Candle. Some books. Chandelier. And whatever this thing is. Oh, it doesn't fit. More wall stuff. There. Max buzz.
Goodbye.
For the
You've been listening
organically
to the
vile
show,
smell.
As defined in my Point Radio. Are you happy now? I sincerely hope so.
Alright, here we go. Finally. We can run this. Survival skills tier 2, counter out the Hellhold. And then, oh, Lukiwa needs tier 2 security for the Dark Knight duel. So, we can't perfectly counter the Dark Knight duel, but like, oh well. I'm going to do a detailed survey, and we'll do haggling to bring down the cost. And now, at least, we won't get, like, Hellhole killed.
Was delayed due to boisterous gusts, meaning I can still catch the last batch of thatch going on the hatch. I digress.
They're like, oh my god. There's a new crime guild in the area, casing museums.
To the museum, children.
They don't want to steal our things, just destroy our stuff. Well, thanks for the random event that skewed negative. So we did hit the museum level 11. I'm going to do the average pay last to save money. So we just really want that famous spirit now. And where are certs? Thank you for the resub. Add a speaker to the sneaker room? Well, this is a sponsor deal of General. I don't know if there is General for speakers, right? No, there's no General speakers. It's only for exhibits of a specific style. So I'll put the speaker over here instead and boost out Supernatural. Blagard's Blade. Legendary weapon that trivializes combat. It's a famous possession, and this is pristine quality. Only sells for 5,000? Man. Well, I'll stick it in there. There's nothing quite like it. I mean, it adds a lot of buzz to the room, so I guess there's that.
Announcement. Guests at the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
And the good news is we can return back here without too much risk using the same crew.
Join me in saying
We'll just keep rerunning it until we get the VIP.
they may never come back.
What is going on? Escaped. Department of Culture. Yeah, a penny machine. I loved those when I was a kid, getting like the penny smushing, whatever it is, penny pinching machine. They're pretty cool. Now with health inspection coming, maybe I get another janitor. So Black Crystal Opal, you're hired. Keep the toilets clean. And hopefully you guys don't redeem a stinky toilet, like, bomb right before the health inspector comes in. Just the nature of the random events. School trip, no bonus. The penny rollers, yeah, they are really cool. Same with like the state quarters. I like collecting state and national park quarters too. Well, I don't actually collect them, but I have a few for like the states I love. So Lakiwa will need to recover. He did get injured. But we got... There it is. Pristine quality, famous spirit, Lord Dennis Blagard. And Cheese gave everyone irritable trowel syndrome. Alright, so if we want to display this, I think I'm going to move the analysis room to be like over here. So that I can expand the Dark Age exhibit. And that way we can put Lord Dennis Blagard in. So we need to activate a buzz bonus for him. And he wants anything warm and share a room with a Blagard Knight. So I don't have a Blagard Knight in here. So that's going to be another thing that we're going to want done as well. I'm going to move some things around to accommodate the new expanded Dark Age exhibit, or poltergeist room, I should say. So we can at least do anything warm. That would be a fireplace. Actually, radiator, I guess. But in order to get the last bonus, a Blagard Knight share, we would need to find where we pick up Blagard Knights. So, we'll have that in the helipad in just a second. But the health and safety inspector is now here. While everyone needs to poo. So Blagard Knights are here in the semi-evil castle. I had one that was average and sold it. So let's go back there and try to get it. We're probably going to get injured to hell, but whatever.
Can you hear the grease saturating your food as it cooks? Can you feel your arteries clogging as you eat?
So there's capacity, I expanded this so there's capacity for like one more person. And hoping to...
50% crispier air for that patented Bungle crunch.
Hoping to fill that role.
Bungle wind oven.
Come on, Knight.
Cuts the fat.
Come on, Knight. Come on, Knight. Yes! God, that was lucky. Alright, there we go. So we have the poltergeist room with quite a lot of buzz. Quite a lot of buzz as a result. So there's going to be a big old cash flow for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some more donation boxes. Let's do another speaker. I'll do 2 speakers. Basically, I want to milk this exhibit. It was expensive to do. Expensive to, like, pull people in and all that. So, we're definitely going to want to have it be a cash cow if we can. And this guy needs a little bit more attention and love, too. Alright, so let's show the buzz overlay. Yeah, it looks about right. And now all I need to do is to increase average pay satisfaction to be able to satisfy the famous spirit. So, pay review, satisfy all requests, and then 2% on top of that. There we go. I just click that until it's done. We are now a 2-star museum, which means I'm curator class 3. Having fulfilled the goal on the left side of the screen, we've unlocked a boarded door, boarded windows, some kudosh, and some money. Alright, receive a 1-star rating in the Bungle Wastelands and Pemberley Heights museums. So I'm going to have you guys decide, or we could do the remote rock pop-up exhibit. I probably want to do the museums instead of the pop-ups. So I'm going to have you decide where we're headed. Where to go next. So we can go to the Bungle Wasteland or the Pemberley Heights. So the Bungle Wasteland is down here. It is a abandoned science facility. And then the Pemberley Heights is over here. And it is an alien artifact crash site. So one or the other. Science or aliens. And then down here, as you can see, or up here, Wayland Lodge is now a tier 2. Star rating. And then if you're wondering, the marketing exhibit, run a hit exhibit by attracting guests and hyping up its collection. So this is a similar challenge scenario like the County Archives is, but for marketing campaigns, basically to max the buzz or hype or whatever. Wow, you guys are straight tied in the polls. So if you haven't voted yet, please break that tie or I'll flip a coin. Alright, I'm going to call it. We're going to do Bungle. Bungle by 1. The current priority is level Bungle Wasteland to 1.
Some unusual news now, as Bungle Technologies are working with the county's Department of Culture to fund a science museum. The facility will open its doors deep in the desert and will serve the twin purpose of investigating/eradicating a toxic site that one Bungle official called something they'd certainly never seen before. For updates on the scientific process, keep it tuned to 2 Point Radio.
Announcement. Guests should be...
Groundbreaking. Hello there, I'm Sophie Nova, founder of Bungle Technologies. At Bungle, rapid expansion has meant that we've outgrown and abandoned more headquarters than I can remember, but this certainly seems to be one of them. The Oasis is familiar, but not the giant sickly pears. It used to be beautiful, but not like this. Interesting. And that's why we're here, to investigate and remedy the Oasis in the name of science and legal obligation. Nothing like science making a super fun site. Yay! The county believes that there's a connection between the state of the Oasis and the facility's underground laboratory network. I'm not one of the baseless assumptions personally, but I'm here to help. Here's a map of Bungle Borough facility. The entrance was sealed when we left. Safety first, of course. So you'll need a drill to enter. You should be able to find the necessary materials nearby. So it wants me to hire a janitor. I'll start recruitment. To complete an expedition to the Oreful Quarry, make a drill in the workshop, and clear the obstruction at the Bungle block tunnels. So here's the expeditions for Bungle Burrows. It's underground, as you can see. We want to go to the Oreful Quarry, which requires a janitor, and also to clear the block tunnel, which requires a janitor and a drill. All right, do we have some janitors? Yeah, no. Seriously? Okay. I'll start recruitment again. I tried. While we're at it, I'm just going to sell some of the Bungle boxes that are in here, or some startup cash. I'm going to sell the cameras too, because cameras are real expensive, and the security needs that we have early on don't really require a camera or camera operating rooms or anything like that. And then in order to fix the flying machine, we need a scientist that has science research. All right, ending recruitment. Miss Key, fire resistance actually is really nice in this scenario, so I'm going to hire you. But we will need another janitor with workshop experience. So, Maximus, you have workshop experience, so you're hired as well. Additionally, we're going to bring in a guard. And we'll do a patrol guard. And then we need an expert for science, which I don't believe you guys can fulfill that requirement. So I'm going to clear... I don't really want a pilot wings one, so we're going to look for another one. So the Oreful expedition. Let's do that. So sending a janitor in, we'll send Maximus with a first aid kit. And I'm going to do a detailed so that we survey it good.
The expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
Yeah, you can only do botany, prehistoric, and natural expert. Supernatural expert. That's interesting. I wonder why there's a restriction. I'd like my first expert for science to be a surveyor. Or probably surveyor. And I know we're not like open or anything. Oh, speaking of which, I am going to pause the random events because I don't really need random events before we're actually open to the public. It doesn't really make sense. So, speaking of which, at the very least, we should probably have a staff room because even if we're not open to the public, we do have staff that needs taken care of. I'm not like an evil employer. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of evil, but not that evil. I'll feed you. It's basic staff room. Where's the... Oh, That's invalid. Oh my god. I should just have a template for these things so that I don't have to keep fiddling with it, because I do this a lot. Door. I'll get it right, don't worry. You're probably like, oh my god! Like, yeah, no, I feel you. There we go. So we got our staff room. And then let's also have at least some food and drink. I know they have food and drinks in there, but I'm going to get both. Little science bench. Trash can. Okay.
Excuse the exhibit that requires restoration. I'm pretending it's not there.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2
So now we have run a Quarry expedition, and this is a different game mechanic than we've seen before. It gives me materials. So the rewards in here is going to be metal. 85 metal. And we can claim these materials and use the materials to make stuff. So let's go ahead and get our workshop. I'm going to probably change the layout of that staff room. There's a workshop, and in the workshop, we can make a drill using metals. I know I'm doing it again. But I'm just trying to plan ahead. Because then I can put the staff training facility next to it. So all the staff objects are kind of like in the back of the museum.
Bickleworth, the reason we're all here. What will I say next? It's all terribly exciting, but you'll have to wait, because it's time for some music.
So we'll have the janitor go make us a drill, and then we'll clear the obstruction to the Bungle
The
burrows.
expedition team are back on the surface. How are the tunnels?
Okay, drill's done. And over here we send Maximus and the drill to clear the cave.
Team are departing now. I'm always
Can I get an applicant I want to hire? Okay, yep, you're good enough. Alright, I don't have a lot of exhibits. I have just the one. But at the very least, we can start to hire people for that exhibit. To give tickets and the like. So let's start opening our museum to the public. Go away, window. I'm going to try to design it like different than what we have had before. For better or for worse. Oh, you know what? I really designed that poorly, didn't I? Shoot. They're not too expensive. I'll just put 2 in now. Even though 1 won't be staffed. Because I wanted to... oh, forget the wall. I'll do... like that.
An exhibit needs restoring.
So let's hire an assistant.
No running in the museum, obviously. Staff requires medical attention.
And now we've gone to the Bungle tunnels, and you got hurt. Okay. But you got experience. Oh, well, done you. Wow, I didn't read that well. Ya made it in, and your crew found one of the old designs and blueprints. I really must make digital copies. You have my blessing to use anything you find in the facility, ideas included. Blueprints will allow your science experts to build custom contraptions from materials in the workshop. The facility may well hold the answers to fixing the oasis. You never know. The spa point, though, is a rudimentary device that even your science expert should be able to understand. So, your science experts build custom contraptions, kind of like a science theme park, I guess. Custom contraptions will require materials and can be built in the workshop by a science expert. And the science theme contains unique perks that can only be installed on custom contraptions. Find new science perks throughout the Bungleboro map. So let's, the next project is to build a spa point. So start a project. Spa point. It requires 15 metal. And our science expert's going to go in there and get that built. And we have unlocked a new zone, which has its own perks and projects. So you get metal from the Oreful Quarry, and you then use that metal to build the projects. So instead of like, instead of discovering exhibits, you're discovering essentially blueprints for projects that you then build for people. Like this flying machine, for instance. Speaking of this flying machine, it is absolutely not decorated at all. So... and then on top of that, we don't even have a donation box. Oh, maybe I'll do a large one. And do it kind of like central.
Rumors of a secret exhibit under the museum are purely speculative.
Oh, I keep seeing item blocked. It's not really blocked, is it? Alright, so here's the spa point. And the spa point is a contraption that your guests can use which now that you've built something scientific, this place is ready for testing on the general public. The oasis isn't perfect, but for that exact reason, I'm sure you'll attract curious-minded. Custom contraptions are amazing, interesting things in their own right, if I say so myself. I'm sure the guests will be thrilled to see them. You can always tinker with the equations as you go. Remember, in science, there are no failed experiments, only interesting results. So, scientific upgrades. Make upgraded versions of custom contraptions by completing their upgrade objectives in the workshop menu. Upgraded contraptions are more robust, meaning they're require less frequent maintenance and less likely to catch fire. That's why the janitor that can put out fires I hired, because these contraptions can go up in a blaze. They also provide more buzz and knowledge. Each upgrade gives custom contraptions an additional perk slot so that you can upgrade them. So like right now, this one only has a perk slot for 1, but you know, as we improve it, it will go up. All right, so the goal right now is to display a spa level 2. Got it. So we're going to want to upgrade the original spa point. And then the other parts of the goal is to exhibit from 3 different themes, collect donations, and sell tickets. So let's go over to the Bungle Burrows here. Sending in our people. We'll need another assistant though. And then taking a look at this, it looks like survival training to avoid the subterranean tremor would be nice. So let's get a training room so that we can train our scientist in that. And then also we're going to need another assistant. Anyway, so here is an assistant with a blank spot. And let's get a training room.
The day I was asked by an enormous fan how I keep the content of my show so fresh after all these years. They had the cheek to ask if it was difficult to come up with material for the air. In short, no, it is not. See, I just did a whole segment about that. Inspiration can come from the most clueless, misguided places.
While the toilets are not on display, they should be treated like they are. Thank you.
Survival training is done. And now we can go out here with far less risk. Doing a detailed survey too. Well, I have sold one ticket so far. Dwayne Basket, thank you for being the only one to ever show up. I appreciate it. It's a modest start. My museum rating breakdown is bad. Yeah, I know. We just started. We opened this month. Here we go. First real expedition that wasn't like driven by the tutorial. And we have our sprinkler pump. Caring for plants can be difficult. Relentless chore. Build a boredom-proof machine to automate the process. Sprinkler pump can restore botany exhibits as an expert would within its sprinkler radius. So as you can see, there is like synergy between the things that you can invent as well. So like I could build a sprinkler pump. Of course, I don't have the metal for it, so I would need to go on a drilling trip. Alright, let's start a drilling trip. And in this case, because we have material expeditions and also science expeditions, you do end up with 2 helipads, which is kind of nice. Thank you for tuning in to 2 Point Museum, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow museum curators.